Hello, why am I explaining birth? It wasn't actually his birthday, it was my birthday. He had to wait 3 years for his birthday because that's how it worked. This does not make any sense. Hello, what is that even? Then, COVID happened. Great. This is a fake tooth right here. We always just thought I was missing one. I'm missing 4. Hello? Like, what do you mean I'm missing 4 teeth? Ah, this is scary. Oh my goodness. First video? Who is this? Hello. Hello. Also, I'm going to be sweating throughout this. I'm just saying this for myself, okay? I'm going to be sweating throughout this because I could say I just got out of the shower, which I did, mind you. But I'm just going to sweat regardless because one thing about me, I'm going to be sweating. Also, we're going to get a better setup, hopefully, in the future. Just for right now, I'm moving things around in my room. So this is kind of like the best corner, if you will. But anyways, this is crazy. Like, I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. So I'm really excited that I'm finally, like having the courage, I guess, to do it. But I figured, like, since this is going to be my first video, I would tell some things about me. There's a little lore dropping, if you will. So it's going to be like get to know me / like learning my lore. And I feel like I already cannot talk. So I feel like we should just get into it. Okay. And I'm not going to be saying I'm not going to say this whole video. It's going to be great. So, like every story, we're going to start off with me being born. Hello. It's actually kind of crazy. I gotta stop saying... That's another word that I use all the time, is crazy. And I'm like... Anyways. So, before me, my mom had 2 C-sections. Both of them were breech. They were turned around the wrong way. So, like, their feet would have come out. Okay, this is kind of, like, graphic. But, like, if you know what breech is, like, you're usually... when you're being born. Hello, why am I explaining birth? When you're being born, usually your head is like facing the direction, so like that's the first thing that comes. That's like how it's supposed to be, but they were turned around, so like their feet were coming first instead of head first. It was like feet first. Anyways, no one cares, but like just some background. So obviously C-sections are terrible. They literally cut you like completely open and then have to sew you back up. So my mom really did not want to go through that again with me. So at first the doctors were like, it's like, I don't know if you want to do this, like it's really risky. But they finally agreed, because like everything was seeming normal with me and there weren't any complications like up until that point when they were, discussing it. So they agreed to be very careful and to like watch her so closely and to induce me and let her have a natural birth. So when you're inducing someone, why am I acting like y'all don't know anything? Hello? When you're inducing someone, it just means that like you plan the pregnancy and they somehow, I don't even know how it works exactly, but they somehow are able to like start her contractions and like send the woman into labor, early. So that's what happened with me. I'm gonna stop saying but it ended up, I'm gonna say immediately after that. It ended up all going well. We were both okay. There were no complications or anything like that. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. But 3 years later, my brother was supposed to be born, and I'm going off notes. Hang on. I've got flashcards here because, of course, like, I'm not going to be able to remember all this stuff. I got to take notes. Also, I thought that these were, like, flashcards. They're fully envelopes. But, I like that they have lines on them, so we're going to be using those. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. So, my brother was supposed to be born 3 years later, after me. I have another little, like, side story about my first memory, but I don't think I'm going to get into this unless, like, people are interested, which I don't think we're going to be. But I might, recant that in another video. But anyways, oh, pardon me. Got some mucus going on. They ended up doing the same thing with him, being very careful and inducing him, just because they didn't want any other complications to happen. And, she had a history of having to have C-sections and all the stuff. So anyways, I'm pretty sure that she was like the first one that the doctor at the time, which, side note, ended up going to school with the son of, well, adopted, but like still son of the doctor who delivered me, which is kind of crazy if you ask me. But anyways, I'm pretty sure she was like one of the first patients to go through something like that, have like multiple C-sections and then have a natural birth and then have 2 of those. So that's crazy, but I'm so thankful it all worked out. But ended up, the time slot that they had for his delivery ended up being on, can I say ended up one more time? Being on the same day that I was born. Hello? Can you say birthday present? No, but like, it's really crazy. And for the longest time, I thought, oh, we were so special, like, all this stuff. Like, it's crazy how rare is that induced. Hello? I figured out, like, a few years ago that we were induced, and I was like, come on now. Which, like, it's still cool, you know, but it's just not as cool, if you ask me. Sorry, this is, like, a weird angle, but I'm sure nobody cares. Then, growing up, I didn't understand exactly, you know, before my brain was a little bit more developed, I didn't understand about how we actually shared the same birthday. And so I would tell him whenever it was our birthday that it wasn't actually his birthday, it was my birthday. He had to wait 3 years for his birthday because that's how it worked. And my mom would like assure us that that's not how it would work. But I wanted to have something for me, you know what I mean? And I actually didn't understand it for a while, and then I just kept going with it because I was like, it's funny, you know. And so yeah, I had that little birthday present, and there's a fly. Okay, that's great. And so, of course, growing up, always had to like share birthday parties and all of that. There's a hair. Alright, so now we're gonna move along to my family. Hello, why am I like announcing title card here? Like, what? This does not make any sense. So, obviously you know about that I have 3 siblings. I actually have 6. I know, I'm one of 7. Hello, what is that even? So that's pretty crazy. Honestly, most of the time though, it doesn't feel like I have that many because there's like a gap in between. Okay, so it's my youngest brother, me, and then my sister right before me. Oh, I have 5 older sisters, and then it's just me and my brother. But between the sister right before me and the next one, there's like a bigger age gap. Most of us, it's just like 2 or 3 years. So growing up, it was just, well, not growing up, but like, I feel like middle school, teenage years, you know, all of them were already out of the house, and so it didn't really feel like I had that many siblings. Like, they were all either like married and had kids, or just, you know, didn't live with us. Hello, that's how that works. But anyways, so most of the time, unless we're like doing family get-togethers, like we're about to have Thanksgiving and Christmas, most of the time it really does not feel like that I have a big family. Well, I mean, I have like extended family that lives close, but as in like close, you know, what's it called? Close family, whatever. Anyways, besides the point. So, hey, let's look at the notes. Oh, okay. Having a big family, obviously, I became an uncle when I was 8. Hello. I still have this memory of being in church and like hearing that I was going to be an uncle, and I'm like, I'm 8 years old. What do you mean? But I went to school with a girl who was like a year younger than one of her nieces. I was like, that's wild. No, that's wild. Like, come on. But I'm pretty sure now I have like at least 10 nieces and nephews, and they're all 8 years younger than me, so that's crazy. Oh, also, it's about to be my birthday. I meant to say that earlier. But about to be my birthday in January. Super excited. Growing up, we were all homeschooled up until like high school or middle school. So I went to private school for middle school. Then COVID happened. Great. So COVID happened, and you know, the world shut down. Ended up going to public school for online school because, hello, we're not going to pay for private school if it's just going to be online. Like, what even is that? And so I can honestly say, which like not really, but like I've technically gone to every kind of school you can, with exception, you know, like all the basic ones, I guess. And so that's cool. That's like another fun fact maybe. But then I went back to my old school after that 1 year of COVID, and so that was great, I guess. Okay, now here is the juicy part. Like, I know this is what y'all clicked on the video for, if there's anybody here. Hello. Nice to meet you. Weird, crazy lore things about me. Okay? First of all, like, most of these have to do with, like, physical things, because I love genetics, and I just, like, hello, what else is there to say about that? Like, I feel like I have some interesting, you know, flaws, if you will. So first of all, we already know that this does not have to do with genetics, but we already know that I share a birthday, so that's pretty cool. Oh, my dad's a twin. Okay, so another really cool thing is, since my dad is an identical twin, I share 50% of my DNA with, like, the cousins from that uncle. So that's really cool. I love that fun fact too. I'm pretty sure we have something like 8 generations of twins in our family, but they're not all. I don't really exactly know how that works though, because it's like I have cousins who are fraternal, so they're not all identical or fraternal. And fraternal is the only kind that can be, like, generational, you know, in a family. So, because, let me just, you know, sit you down for another lesson. I learned this. Hello, you learn everything. Like, what am I even saying? Fraternal twins happen when a woman drops 2 eggs and they both get fertilized. So there's like 2 separate embryos and eggs and zygotes and all the terms. Fraternal twins happen, and also there's a lot more variations than just fraternal and identical. There's a lot of different variations that can happen in there. But identical twins are when one egg is fertilized and then it splits into 2. And that's also how you can get, like, triplets and all the other things. Which you can get, like, fraternal triplets and stuff too. But I think that's more rare, probably. I don't know all the statistics. Hello. But I don't know how much of that is, like, genetic, having twins in the family, and how much of it is just, like, crazy chance, maybe. I don't know. But I think it's really cool. Next, let's see. Okay, so I have blue eyes. I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna try to put a picture in here. I have a brown speck in this eye, and so that's really fun. My brother does too, but I think it's in the opposite eye, because my mom has, I love genetics, I'm sorry y'all. My mom has brown eyes, my dad has blue eyes, and I'm pretty sure 2 of my siblings have brown and the rest have blue, which is kind of crazy because blue eyes is like a recessive gene, so I love that. But well, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, one of my nephews I know for sure, and there might be another niece or nephew, I'm not 100%, has like full heterochromia. So like one of his eyes is brown and one of them's more green, which is really cool. Let's see. Oh, okay, my teeth. Oh my word, don't even get me started. So growing up, I was missing this tooth, which is like the most common, you know, teeth in your mouth to not have. I didn't have like the baby teeth or anything. And this one was like a nub. Like it was like long, like as long as a tooth, but it wasn't as wide as a tooth, if that makes sense. I might try to find pictures of that too, because oh my word, my mom hates when I talk about like the weird things about me, but I think it's so interesting. So what's it called? So I went through almost 4 years of braces. I'm pretty sure I got out of them like at the very end of January, literally like right beside my birthday. And if it was like April or something, it would have been 4 years. So very close, which is crazy. But it was just a bunch of like spacing, and they had to do a whole bunch of stuff because I had like a huge gap right here. Well, I had like a gap in between I had a bunch of gaps, okay? But they had to like make space for, because this is a fake tooth right here. You can kind of see like with the gums, it actually looks really good. Like I'm very happy with how my smile looks right now, which is not perfect, but it is so much better than it was. And I'm so thankful for orthodontists and dentists and everything. But they had to make a space for this one. And this one is actually a veneer. I don't know if you can see. They just stuck it on top of my, like, permanently glued it on top of my little nub tooth, like, deformed type thing. My hair is looking crazy, but who cares? Also, it's, like, wet because I've been sweating. I keep getting off topic. I'm sorry. Sue me. Like, I don't know. But, so much things. Then, okay, so I actually found out, it's maybe been like 5 years ago now, that I'm actually missing more than just this one tooth. We always just thought I was missing one. I'm missing 4. Hello? Like, what do you mean I'm missing 4 teeth? So, I'm actually missing one 12-year molar on the bottom, and then I'm missing 2 wisdom teeth on, like, both sides of the bottom. So, on one side of my mouth, I have one less tooth. Oh, I have a less... On one side, I have one more tooth than the other side. So, like, it doesn't really, like, affect anything. It's just, like, I can just feel it, you know what I mean? But I have, like, all of my wisdom teeth and molars and everything on the top. So, that's very cool and interesting. Let's see. Is that everything about my teeth? I might, right now, it's just, like, this one is, it's obviously fake, I've already said that, but it is attached to this tooth and these 2 teeth. So I keep saying, I'm sorry. But in the future, I'll probably have to get, like, an implant, which it'll, like, go into the gum and the bone of my tooth. But this is more of, like, a temporary thing, but as long as it holds up, hey, I'm happy with it. Oh, I had to get, like, my gums lasered off because up here on the top they were uneven, and they're still a little, they're not perfect, but I don't mind, you know, because I'm also not, like, talking like this all the time, you know what I mean, or smiling like that. Hello, smiling like this, imagine. But so they had to laser some of that and then some off of, like, one of these other teeth, and so that was a cool experience, like, going to pizza after that and not being able to, like, bite down on things. Super fun. I think that's pretty much all about my teeth, maybe. But, oh, also, I forgot to say this, so I guess it's not all. But my missing teeth is also genetic. Like, obviously it's the most common teeth to miss, but my mom is missing both of those teeth. So, like, I'm only missing one, but she was missing both. So she has some, like, permanent, something fixed in there. But, like, on her side of the family, it's, like, a lot of people have that. So that's also interesting, just knowing that, like, something like that can be traced back, you know? But on to my nose. Like, I don't know what you can see right here because the light is kind of weird. We've got a lot of different lights coming in. But, because there's a window right here, so you've got natural light and then whatever. Yeah, who cares? Nobody cares. I have a deviated septum, so hopefully I don't have any, like, I don't know if you can see. Hopefully I don't have any snot up in there, but if I do, y'all would let me know, right? I'm one of those people, like, if I have something in my teeth or if I've got a booger showing, like, please tell me. But I have a deviated septum. I might be getting that fixed in the future. I'm not 100% on that because it doesn't, like, it's not super, I'm trying to think how to say this. Like, it's an inconvenience, just as in, like, it's hard to breathe. Like, my nose gets clogged a lot, you know. I have a lot of, like, mucus and stuff throughout the year. But it's definitely something that is, like, livable. But if I'm able to get that fixed in the future, I might try to do that. Also, like, about my lips. First of all, someone asked if I had a cleft lip or a cleft palate. No, I know they kind of look like that, but as far as I know, like, nothing, I haven't had any work done. People have asked if I've gotten, like, implants or filler or anything. And I'm like, no, like, I'm sorry, they're just big, I don't know what to tell you. I did get hit with a stick. We were having a stick war with my cousins when I was younger. And I did get hit in the top lip with one of those. And it kind of, like, it swelled up for a while. But I don't know, I don't think that that's what it's still from. Because I'm trying to think, like, growing up, if I had big lips, I don't know. But then, of course, braces, like, did not, you know, do anything to dwindle them. But yeah, I've been saying but and yeah a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. I was about to say but again. Oh my word. So as far as I know, nothing is different. Now, I will say I don't know what this is called, if that's like your Cupid's bow or just something about your lip. I only have one side. So like one side is raised up and this side is like flat. It's almost like I can feel that it's there, but it's not like raised up like this one is. You know what I mean? So that's kind of another thing that it makes them look unproportional sometimes, I think. So that's that. Oh, also, I learned from a TikTok that this girl made that this is called a bifid nose. Bifid, however you say it. Let me see if I can like get to an angle where you can see that. I never noticed it until like a few years ago, but it's like where your nose cartilage somehow is separated. But since I have a deviated septum, it's not like perfectly in the middle. It's kind of on the side, which like, I don't know. I just think it looks interesting. Oh, also, was not planning on saying this, but it just made me think of that. Whenever I was going, this is so weird. Whenever I was going to get my braces like first put on, literally the end of my freshman year in high school, which is crazy that I went that long, but I'm so thankful that I actually got them. Anyways, whenever I first got them on, they had to do this thing where I'm pretty sure it was like a x-ray scan of like your head and your jaw and teeth and all of that stuff, you know. And so to keep you still, they brought this thing down that like went stuck in your ears to hold your head in place. I think is how it was. I don't know. Don't sue me. It's been a long time, okay? But whenever the lady was doing it, she was like, I might have to adjust it just a little bit. She was like, oh, never mind. Like, your ears are perfectly symmetrical. You're one of the only people that I've seen that with. I'm like, hey, if one thing about me is symmetrical, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Also, I've heard that I have small ears, but I think it's just because my face is like huge. But yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop dissecting my facial features. Okay, let's talk about the future of this channel, because I do plan on continuing it. I'm so excited. Like, you do not understand how excited I am about actually like starting a YouTube channel. I'm so excited. So coming up, I really want to do somehow, I'm not sure what it's gonna look like or how I'm gonna do it, but I want to somehow do like a winter clothes video. So like getting all my winter clothes out, because I have like, y'all, one thing about me, I love going thrifting. Okay, so I have a lot of really cool like thrifted clothes. Okay, they're not all that cool, but like fun, you know, things. So I wonder if I could make a video out of that, like switching out all of my summer clothes with my winter wardrobe. I don't actually say that low. Maybe that could be fun, and just like showing some clothing pieces off. Also, would love to do thrifting videos in the future. Feel like I'm gonna have to get a little bit more comfortable filming out in public before I do that, but definitely something to be looking out for. Oh my word, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Pardon. Also, let's see. Oh, okay. We're entering the holiday season. Thanksgiving is literally next week. Like, what even is this year? I'm sorry. Actually, this has been a great year, and I'm pretty sure that 2026 is gonna be a great year too. I'm really hoping it is. But we're gonna be having Thanksgiving next week, and then Christmas right after that, which is crazy. Hello, like this is the last week of school before Thanksgiving. So I plan on having like a lot of different Christmas content, video ideas. Hopefully, I'm really excited for that. I know all of the holiday stuff is gonna be really fun. I just posted on my TikTok. Hey, go follow me on TikTok. I'm sorry, I don't like Instagram. Like, I don't post on there at all. But I just posted my golden angel tree video on there, and it's actually doing like good, which I'm thankful, because it has been dry here lately, I tell you what. But anyways, I just posted that, so that was like kind of a holiday video. That was really fun. Oh, there's a ladybug on my window. But anyways, that was really fun. I feel like a squirrel. Like, I'm so sorry, y'all. Let's see. Oh, okay. There might, in the future, be a trip coming up that I would love to vlog and give y'all like all the details. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, because I'm not sure if that's gonna work out or how I'm gonna do that. Also in the future, if you know, like, I like this, which so far I've loved. I started doing TikTok in May, started like actually posting videos, okay? And I didn't start being consistent with it for like maybe a month after that, which, okay, not gonna lie, here lately, I didn't post for like a week, but that was because I was sick, and then there's some family stuff that's been going on, which do not want to get into that. But anyways, I've been trying to be a lot more consistent on there. That's been so much fun. So what I was saying, I love doing stuff like that, and that's what made me want to do like longer form content, because I love doing TikTok, and I love like the informalness of it and like the just like raw real life. But I also want to do like a lot more of these. And I'm sorry, I know this has been boring. It's just been me talking, but I do want to make like longer form things like this, and just like have like a longer amount of time, which I know now with people's what's the word? Hey, so what's the word? People's, I feel like I have toothpaste on my mouth. Attention spans. Hello, as I can't think of the word. I know that people's attention spans are a lot shorter, and so I don't necessarily know that anybody is gonna watch this. I keep like stumbling over my words. I don't know that anybody is gonna watch this, but I would love to make longer form content like this. So hopefully, you know, hopefully you're enjoying. But I think that's all. Like, I'm just super excited for this new year. I'm super excited for all the things to come. Like, I feel like, you know, I think for a while I just have not had any direction and have not known what I was gonna do. Like, especially with school and stuff, I'm like, I don't really want to do, which I don't want to say I don't want to do anything, because there are definitely things that are interesting, but I haven't felt like there's been any career path that I've just been, I don't know, that I've like felt was right for me. So not saying that this is a career path or anything at the moment, but it is super fun at least, and I'm literally doing this for fun right now. At least it would be great if something came from this, but yeah, I don't know, it's just, it's something that I found really fun, so I really hope that I'm able to continue doing this, because I really do enjoy it. But I think that's everything. I'm sorry, y'all. I know it's just been sitting here for a while, and you're probably like bored out of your minds if there's anybody here. But thank y'all for coming along with me on this journey. I think that's everything. Okay. I think I'm supposed to say like and subscribe. So please like and subscribe, y'all. And then also you can find me on TikTok at your favorite Remington. I'm gonna try to like put it down here. This is gonna be my like main YouTube channel, which is just like my name. I might eventually try to branch off onto other platforms, but I'm not sure. Like, at the moment, this is all I'm doing, because like I said, I really don't like Instagram. Like, I'm sorry, but oh my word, I heard that Vine's coming back, which, like, I did not grow up in the Vine era, but that might be something fun to like look into. Okay, I hope everybody else has great rest of y'all's days. I love y'all. And I need to figure out like a good intro and outro, because right now I don't have anything. I mean, like, you know, I love you, so I guess that's all. But I will see y'all in the next video. I've got to end it here because it's been like 30 minutes. Okay, bye everybody. Have a great day. I've got to stop saying, I'm not going to say bye again. I'm not going to just